Welcome back to Dr. Liu's VCE Biology. Today's topic is genetic changes in a population over time, as presented in the 2025 NHT Biology exam. Let's learn together. If teachers, parents, or students notice mistakes in my explanations, please provide me with your feedback. Birds rely heavily on songs for communication, especially in mate selection. Indigobirds usually lay their eggs in the nests of firefinch birds. A study of indigobirds' offspring showed that they learn the mating song of the firefinch species. The scientists also noticed the following. As adults, male indigobirds mimic the firefinch mating song. Adult indigobird females only select males that sing the same mating song they were raised with. Indigobirds rarely lay their eggs in the nest of a species other than the firefinch. Correct answer, B. Learn that new species song, leading to reproductive isolation and sympatric speciation. Reasoning, behavioral imprinting. The text states that indigobirds learn the song of the species they are raised with their hosts. If a female lays eggs in a new species nest, her offspring will learn that new host's song. Reproductive isolation, male offspring will sing the new song, and female offspring will only choose mates who sing that same new song. This creates a behavioral barrier, where this new group stops mating with the original firefinch-raised indigobirds. Speciation type. Because this divergence happens within the same geographic area, they aren't separated by a mountain or ocean, it is sympatric speciation. Correct answer, B. Fieldwork or observing behavior and recording of bird songs. Reasoning, methodology. The prompt mentions that scientists also noticed specific behaviors, song mimicry, mate selection, and nest choice. This type of data is typically gathered through fieldwork, observing animals in their natural habitat. Data collected. The core of the study revolves around communication, bird songs, and mating habits. Therefore, recording songs and observing which males the females choose is the most appropriate data to support the findings mentioned. Why the others are wrong, *A, there is no mention of hormones. C. A controlled experiment usually involves manipulating variables in a lab. This was an observation of natural behavior. D. While genetic testing could be done, the specific noticings listed in the prompt are all behavioral, not molecular. St Kilda is a remote island off the coast of Scotland, as shown in Figure 1. The island has a small, isolated human population originally from nearby Scottish islands. Harsh environmental conditions and a seasonal reliance on seabirds for food resulted in nutritional deficiencies. Minimal contact with the mainland and few visitors often led to food shortages. In 1940, the government relocated the population to Scottish towns on the mainland. In contrast, Howe Island is a remote island off the coast of Australia. Its location is shown in Figure 2. The island was settled by people from diverse regions such as England, South Africa, Portugal, and the Pacific. The island's favorable conditions led to tourism from 1900s and allowed for the growth of many different crops, which helped support the increasing human population. St Kilda decreased. The population was small and isolated, having originated from only a few nearby islands. Between 1790 and 1940, the graph shows the population generally declined toward zero. This likely led to a bottleneck effect, where genetic drift and inbreeding in a shrinking, isolated group reduced the variety of alleles. Howe Island increase. The island was settled by people from diverse global regions, including England, South Africa, Portugal, and the Pacific. Between 1790 and 1940, the graph shows a steady population increase. This growth, fueled by gene flow from varied geographical sources, introduced new alleles into the gene pool. Mass mortality. According to the graph, human population over time, the population of St Kilda plummeted from approximately 150 people in 1700 to nearly zero by 1730. Demographic collapse. This sharp decline indicates that the outbreak was catastrophic, killing a vast majority of the island's inhabitants within a very short period. Genetic bottleneck. This event created a massive population bottleneck, drastically reducing the genetic diversity of the few survivors who remained before the population began its slow, partial recovery toward 1760. The decision to relocate the population of St Kilda in 1940 can be justified using the bioethical concept of beneficence. This principle involves the commitment to maximizing benefits and minimizing risks and harms to individuals. Mitigating harm. The text notes that residents faced harsh environmental conditions, nutritional deficiencies, and food shortages due to their isolation and seasonal reliance on limited food sources. Providing benefit. By relocating the population to mainland Scottish towns, the government provided access to stable food supplies, medical care, and better living conditions, which the island could no longer support. Mechanism. Antigenic shift involves a sudden, major change in a virus, often through the reassortment of genes from different strains, resulting in new surface antigens. Threat to immunity. Because the change is so abrupt, the human population would have little to no pre-existing immunity to the new viral strain. Global spread. Since Lord Howe Island has been a hub for tourism since the 1900s, an outbreak of a shifted virus could quickly spread from the isolated island to mainland Australia and beyond via travelers, potentially leading to a pandemic. Avian behavioral speciation. Sympatric speciation. Indigobirds learn the songs of their host species, imprinting. If they switch hosts, offspring learn a new song, leading to reproductive isolation from the original group within the same area. Methodology. Scientists used fieldwork to observe behavior and record songs in the bird's natural habitat. Human population dynamics. Genetic diversity. 1790 to 1940 St Kilda. Decrease isolation, and a shrinking population led to a bottleneck effect and genetic drift. Lord Howe Island increased settlement from diverse global regions, facilitated gene flow, introducing new alleles. Disease and public health. Fomites. Smallpox was introduced to St Kilda via contaminated clothing, causing a population collapse due to a lack of natural immunity. Antigenic shift. A major viral mutation on Lord Howe Island poses a current threat because tourism could spread a new strain to which humans have no immunity. Bioethics of relocation. Beneficence. The 1940 relocation of St Kilda's population was ethically justified by the commitment to maximize benefits, medical care of food, and minimize harm, starvation or deficiencies. If you need my help, please add me on WeChat or WhatsApp and send me an email. Thanks for your attention. Please note Dr. Liu's VCE Physics channel, Dr. Liu's VCE Chemistry channel, and Dr. Liu's VCE Biology channel.